Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Rockets potentially signing Usman Garuba, who the Rockets selected in the first round in the 2021 NBA Draft. Earlier this offseason, the Rockets traded Usman Garuba and Ty Washington, another former first-round pick, in the next year's draft in 2022. And a second-round pick and cash considerations to the Atlanta Hawks for literally nothing. It was just a salary dump. And then you saw the Atlanta Hawks trade John Collins to the Utah Jazz for Rudy Gay and a second-round pick. And then you saw the Hawks trade Rudy Gay, Usman Garuba, Ty Washington, and a second-round pick and cash considerations to the Thunder for Patty Mills. And now in the recent couple days, the Thunder have waived both former Houston Rockets first-round picks, Usman Garuba and Ty Washington. And Rockets Twitter in the last couple days has been saying the Rockets should sign Usman Garuba and get him back after trading him a couple months ago. And the Rockets, could be looking for a center as of right now. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the Rockets are shopping for a center right now in the free agency market. They have two centers. They have Alperen Sengun and Jock Landale, who they signed to a 4-year, $32 million deal, which is not fully guaranteed. We signed him from the Phoenix Suns. He just suffered an ankle injury for Australia during the World Cup for basketball, and he shouldn't miss some serious time, but there is a chance, he potentially could, miss the first couple preseason games for the Houston Rockets. I don't think it will happen, but I think he was listed to be out for like 2 to 4. Was it 2 to 4 weeks, or was it 3 to 5 weeks that he'll be out? And if that happens, I mean, he'll definitely be available for the Rockets in the start of the preseason, but he could miss the first, the start of training camp potentially. And even if he's fully healthy, the Rockets could still be shopping for another center because, you want to have more than two centers. I mean, honestly, the Rockets right now at the big man position, you have Sengun and you have Landale at that 5. But it wouldn't really surprise me if Jabari Smith Jr. played a little bit at the 5 this upcoming season. I don't think he'll play a lot at the 5, but I think there's a solid chance you could see Jabari a little bit at the 5 this upcoming season. But I would actually really like the Rockets to reunite with Usman Garuba. The Rockets have one more roster spot that is open, and I think the position we need the most of it as of right now is a center. And if you look at all the centers that are available to sign, I think the best guy you can pick up is Usman Garuba. You have some stretch 4 guys, some good players like P.J. Washington and Christian Wood. I don't think those are the type of guys we need. We don't really need a power forward. I think we need an actual center, and that is Usman Garuba as an actual center. And then also, I don't think we need to spend that much money to get someone. I think Christian Wood or P.J. Washington, or even like Kelly Oubre. Well, Kelly Oubre Jr. is not a center, but he's a power forward. Or more expensive guys, bigger guys. Those are bigger guys. But they are more expensive. You have a couple other solid free agents that are centers. JaVale McGee just got waived, but Usman Garuba, he's played for the Rockets. I honestly, I was really excited to see Garuba this season with the Rockets. I thought he would have been great in Udoka's system. But let's go over his stats in his 2 seasons with the Rockets. So his rookie season, played 24 games with 2 starts, averaged 10 minutes per game. He averaged 2 points per game with 3.5 rebounds per game, and wasn't that great. But his second season was where he starts to improve. He played 75 games with 1 start and 13 minutes per game this season with the Rockets. He averaged 3 points per game and 4 rebounds per game, with a half a block per game and 1 assist per game and over half a steal per game. And get ready for this. He shot 41% from 3. His three-point percentage went way up. Rookie season, shot 25% from three. And then second season, shot 41% from three. When the Rockets drafted him, originally drafted him and, throughout his whole rookie season, he wasn't that much of a three-point shooter. He was not that good of a three-point shooter. He was a decent three-point shooter. But, once his second year began, he started to improve from three-pointer. And, he was rebounding way better for the Rockets. I know he averaged only about a half a rebound more than his rookie season. But, offensive rebounds, he was way more effective for the Rockets, averaging 2 offensive rebounds per game. He was blocking shots. I remember there was one game against the Dallas Mavericks. It was a game that the Rockets won. Garuba scored 12 points. I think he had 4 rebounds. He had 4 rebounds and 3 blocks, and I think he also had like 2 or 3 assists as well, and was a big impact in a Rocket. And he had 2 threes too, and he was a big impact in a Rockets win over the Dallas Mavericks. That was early in the season. I think that was the Rockets' second win of the season, maybe like the 6th or 7th game of the year. And the Rockets beat the Dallas Mavericks, and Garuba was a big impact in that game. And now Garuba's a free agent. Thunder was his third team, but at the same time, the Hawks and the Thunder never played for them. He was actually excited to play for the Thunder. He said that, that was a team that he really liked going into the draft in his draft year in the 2021 NBA draft. But honestly, if the Rockets are looking for a center, go pick up Garuba. I think it would be a really good option for the Rockets to, get another center going into training camp. Potentially maybe Usman Garuba doesn't make the roster. There's a really good chance that doesn't happen. There's a really good chance if Garuba gets signed by the Rockets on a fully, you've been seeing a lot of players getting signed to fully guaranteed deals. Mike McClung signed a deal. There's been a couple other players to sign, those type of contracts. Sign Usman Garuba to one of those contracts, get him on the roster, 15th roster spot. And because you have one roster spot open, do that. And, maybe there's a chance he doesn't make the roster. But give him a shot. I want to see what he can do in this Ime Udoka system. I was really looking forward to see what he would do. I don't think the Rockets really wanted to let him go, but I've heard rumors that the Rockets were trading. One of the reasons why they did that trade with the Hawks is because they were letting go of Ty Washington and Usman Garuba, because they were thinking they were about to pull off some huge free agency trio right here and sign Brook Lopez, Fred VanVleet, and Dillon Brooks. Obviously, they signed Dillon Brooks and Fred VanVleet, and Brook Lopez went to the Bucks. But who knows? Maybe if the Rockets, thought, okay, we're not going to get Brook Lopez, maybe Usman Garuba would still be on the Rockets. I think the Rockets should go after him. I think he's a perfect fit. He's a good three-point shooter. He's a good rebounder. He's a good shot blocker. He's great at second chance points. And I think he would be better, than he was in his second season in the NBA under Silas's system. Now with Ime Udoka as the head coach, bring him back, the Rockets. I mean, you guys have thoughts, Rockets fans? I say bring him back, but you guys let me know. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.